What's up, my friends? Bobo Joe here again in the studio. Today we're continuing on the Cell Games Armor. This is part 3. If you want, you can go back later on and check out the previous videos. We go from raw form to getting those raw pieces into the heat forming phase and then sticking them together, building into what we have behind here. So last video it was creating the plates here, getting those set up, and I actually have every single one of those ready to go here. Each one has been plated. So what I'm going to do right now is get into the next real phase of the process for this. So right now what I want to do is just go in here and Dremel this around and really smooth it, make sure it looks really nice. I'll go around these contours and just inspect the overall body before I throw the round trim on. So, give you an example here. This is what we're working towards and what I want to create as a final product. Now, this one's tailored for this specific person, but so what I want to do, like I said, is just clean up my edges here. This is going to be the next phase of the process here. Comments are pretty funny. I'm seeing a few comments here. Hello, shut up and take my Zenny. Oh, that's okay. I can't send you to Karachi, but I can make Saiyan Armor for you, my friend. I hope you guys are doing well. A few custom sets here, but let's get this started. I'm working with a Dremel right here. This has a 120 grit sand on there, so this is perfect for just smoothing things out and getting things looking sharp. Goku is awesome. He certainly is, my friends, and so is Vegeta. You know, it's like yin yang. It's a balance between the two. But what do you guys think? Do you think Vegeta's gonna get that Ultra Instinct? I think he is. I think Ultra Instinct, possibly he's gonna have to put Goku in his place, because really, Goku's just been a little out of bounds as far as putting people at risk, like in our entire civilization, our entire universe. Come on. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going through here and just cleaning up this foam. I really want a nice, perfect curve. Now, every one of these sets are tailored to somebody's shape and size, so they're not all the same. I don't cookie cutter. Every one of these is shaped for somebody. Here's a comparison. Somebody much smaller, somebody a little bit bigger. So everybody gets their own cut. It's very important. These are very flexible. They pop right, but they're not stretchy, so I have to tailor them. Focus on that, make sure it's really good. Put this up a little bit more. I'm gonna move my camera closer so you guys have a better view. That's the goal. Okay. There we are. Excuse that. So I'm working my way around here, just smoothing this up. This has a flat plane on it, so any way I point it in sand, that's the way it's gonna go, so. And it's very noisy. What I'm doing here is just cleaning that up, really making sure that looks very smooth. I work at a really high velocity, so it just kind of whips it over it. It doesn't like burn it or anything, it just cuts away. That looks good. I try to have an armor that's complete so people can have an understanding of what's happening here. And you'll see, this is the raw form, so the way it's cut and shaped for the body, it still needs its trim around here, of course. None of that has been installed yet. This is just your base form. And you'll see the other steps here in part 1 and 2. And they float. If you I don't suggest, say, hey, these are swimming devices, but if you put this on and jump in water, you will have the funnest time. I mean, the greatest time in the world. I used to take this down to the springs and jump in the water, and I just like soar through the water like Vegeta. It's incredible. Because it floats really well. It surrounds you, so. There's actually, people got photos of me doing that somewhere out there on the internet. I think it's lifeguard, Saiyan lifeguard or something like that. That's just here. Is to flow with it, to keep it really smooth. You gotta work with the tool. Okay, now that I got that perimeter, I'm gonna go ahead and just round this edge really nice. And this entitles me to really take my time and inspect my edge as I move along. Double checking myself. I want that nice smooth edge. Smooth edge coming here because my round trim is going to have to go right inside there. So, all right. Now I'm going to move on to these upper straps just to make sure those are feathered out. So I'm going to tilt it over to the side. Now I've been doing this since 2012. This is like 934 right now that I have made in my room. As you can see over here, there's some more armors here waiting in process patiently. And I have a long list going into the well into next year. But I have had a waiting list since I started. It's just, I remember I used to be like, hey, I can maintain this. Now it's like, whoa. So I'm just smoothing up my edges here. It's already really smooth, but when I do this, it just blends it really nice. The extra measure, I think. Work it out. Excellent. I'm gonna work this perimeter here. And you guys, I get a lot of questions here I see about like, hey, where can I order one of these? This is mainly just a how-to. If you really want to get a hold of me, it's saiyanarmors@gmail.com. You can email me, or you can go to intergalactic-creations.com. But really, I didn't really put a link up out of respect for the page, my friends. Bob Ross is my spirit animal, okay? That's my... But I'm happy to make anybody Saiyan Armor. Believe me, it's what I do. I do this full time, 7 days a week. Down here. Monster Hunter Beta's out right now. I want to play it so bad. I have so much work to do. So much work to do. spend most of my Sunday afternoon designing a project, but I'm not sure if that's coming around or not. Tell you what, one thing as an artist, sometimes you get commissions that come up and they're like, hey man, can you make me this? And then I go through a lot of trouble to like design and it doesn't really follow through. And it's just a big waste of my time. Alright. I'm going to put this back to a lower speed. I'm going to work on these edges here because there's a little bit of a flack. Also, when I round out my edges, this helps in the future because if I have to paint on it, if you have a sharp edge, it's more easy to chip and scratch. But I'm going to go ahead and round them out, and that'll help fight against that very thing. I'll just gently hit each one. Just tap, tap, tap. Clean up the edges. Each one of these. Here, make sure I get that hit in the right angle. And I'm just gently going against those. I don't want to hit it too round. I just want to get that edge smoothed out, and that's really going to just help things flow out as far as when the paint's on here. Just adds structure that you need. So I'm going to go in here and clean some of this up too. Low speed here, I can put the detail in. Make sure my edges look very nice. It's very crucial to me. Move along. Nice. I bevel here. It's not just flat. I kind of cut here and then this way, so it adds a contour going into the neckline. Here's some more. There we go. All right, I'm gonna say this one is set to go. Let's switch it up, put the next one up. This one here. And we'll move this one aside. Bring this one, which is going to be the next one here, up in line. Let's kick this back up to a higher speed. It's gonna get a little noisy. So here's a smaller size. But I'm just going to go ahead and round out these arms here and make this just fit a lot better for him. And this is made with a different type of foam as well. Kind of tap into it, and it removes a good amount while you move. I'll round this right side here just a little bit more, so carve in there. Curve there to be just right, so it flows in there. It's important to have that. You don't want to because I had to cut and tailor this to the person while they were in here. I know the scale's right now. I just want to get that right symmetry going on. Curve. Move back into this side. And match it up. Quite a bit, actually. Here. Left side here. I can see where I need to remove some more. Right in this valley. Head there. Tricky to get those right shapes in there. I am covered in soot. Let's get this back side here. Every set of armor goes through this process. Every set of armor is cut differently. See, that does not look good. We gotta make that look curved-ripping. That looks much better now. It flows down in there. I just want to curve that just a little bit inside here to blend in with this. Kind of goes like that. I don't want that. I want a blend inside right here. So I'm going to move a little bit more down here. Blend that around. Now we got that good shape. That's what I want. That good curve. Curve-rific. It's about time I shut up. Alright. Work up this back side here. Just curve look. More. Alright, so that's good for the armholes. Now I'm going to move on to the straps. Now I'm working on a bunch of these. I'm going to show you what I do with all of these armors, and then we'll go through trimming one set, and I'll really focus on getting that. But this is the process of getting to that point, making sure everything's very clean. Gotta make sure things are sharp. You guys also know battle damage. Gotta get the hole through it. Oh yeah, that didn't feel good. All right, let's get these Shoulders looking better. Sharpen them up. Clean up the outer sides. There we go. Just clean those out, get them round. Move a little faster here to work through these. Like I said, every armor I have, it's a process that I've worked out over the years. I have patterns, and then I measure those patterns to people's shapes and sizes, and tailor it and ship them out. I've just sent an armor to Canada, sending some to a lot of armors went to New Zealand, Australia, Germany, France, Kuwait, India. Next armor. Get through this one. Go ahead and start cleaning up these edges here. And then we're going to move on to trimming them up. Moving along. Making sure that looks very nice. Now, this step it's not really necessary. This is my own little thing. You can do this, you can skip this part if you really wish. I just like doing it because it makes the armors look very clean. It's nice to put your trim down and know that you don't have to come back and Dremel it and worry about fraying it up and stuff. Blending them out, making sure they look really nice and smooth. blend them. That looks good. I'm happy with that. All right. Let's move on to the next one. That's over here. All right. We got these here done. We got one more. One more. There's always one more. After 1,000 of these, I'm probably gonna make another 1,000 of them. I don't know. What do you guys think? Maybe I should just stop. Maybe I'll just start making cupcakes. Saiyan cupcakes. Muffins. How about muffins? Saiyan muffins. Alright, we're gonna clean this one up a little bit more. Then I'm gonna just take a break from that a second. Break out my razor so I don't have to cut the living daylights out of this. Save myself the vibrations. Give a little slippery in there. Sometimes that happens when they're tailored a little different. A little skinnier, a little wider. Extra chunks off there that I'm all like, Alright. What do we got? You guys. There's no guys. I'm one man. And doing it all, my friend. Hi. Everybody's like, oh, get off the screen! I do sell them. I've made these for people all around the world. What I do, I've been doing this for a few years now. 4 years, 5 years. Started way back when. Back before Dragon Ball Super even was announced. I was making Saiyan Armors for people around. There's some live action Dragon Ball Z movies. Goku with the GoPro and did some cameo work in Light of Hope. But yeah. ¿Cómo está? Española, English is mainly mine. My brain is stupid. Oh wow. Go back to Dremeling. Oh. That's the best thing to do always. Dremel your living hard house. Do it like a champion. Gotta arm that armor up. Having symmetry in your work and making sure things are just clean cut. Take your time. And this is your world. You can make it whatever you want. I mean, it's up to you. I mean, look at this. What the hell is this? It's a White Ranger, like hybrid, Green Ranger, not even White Ranger. Oh my god. Or is it Red Ranger? I have no idea. But that's the whole cool thing about it. You can make things your own. Here's like a Boba Fett thing I'm making right now. It's the fun thing with crafting. Mistakes. And look forward to making mistakes along the way. It's the only way you'll get better. My friends are learning your mistakes, facing them. When they pop their heads up, you look at them and be like, I'm boss. Thank you for showing yourself, but I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. And then if you don't make that same mistake, you try not to. Do your best. I have made the same mistake a few times along the way. Not gonna lie. Little slipperoos or something like that. It happens. I don't care who you are. I really appreciate your likes, your shares, my friends. I really hope you're doing well no matter where you are at in this world. If you love Dragon Ball Z as much as I do, then you and I are good friends. Count on that. Cleaning up the edges, everything's nice and smooth, looking really nice. Really good. Happy with that. Solid. Side. Oh, I want to go play Monster Hunter! Gotta get a lot of work done today before I can play video games. If you're watching this and you're on PlayStation, you should look me up. I'm Reformed Alien. We should play some Monster Hunter a little later. Hit me up. I love my video games. Good. On this side. There we go. See, that's great. Looks solid. I'm happy with that. Everything is accomplished as far as Dremeling, so I'm going to turn that off. It's super loud. Oh, and I'm covered in dust. Oh, goodness. Get this stuff off. I got the black lung, daddy. How long does it normally take you to make a set? Oh my, well, I've been rushed to do a set in like 3 days, but there's dry times. You gotta let the sealers cure. Preferably like I do this group of set here. It's gonna be like a month, and in that month, these all become Saiyan Armors, and then the next month, it used to be I made 20 to 30 sets a month. I've slowed down quite a bit because I almost drove myself insane doing that. It was a lot of people, a lot of processing. So I'll turn off my website. And then I'll turn that back on when I can handle the next round. So it keeps me a little more balanced. And that's crucial. You don't want to have too many irons in the fire. You'll put the fire out, my friends. So one of these is getting trimmed. Let's see. Let's go ahead. Let's trim this one here. We'll do this one. Or shall we do this one? This one. We're gonna do this one. They're all gonna get trimmed today, but you guys are mainly gonna check out this phase here. And this is all part of the process of making the armors, is getting them cleaned up. But I'm showing you a little bit more of a larger scale because I'm doing so many at once here. But now we're really focusing on the next phase here, and that's getting the trim on. We're installing this stuff right here, which has a flat side on it where the glue goes, and then it's round on this side. It's flexible, it's spongy, and this is what's gonna cover all of that right there. We're gonna get that round trim as you see over here. Balancing set this one. Give you a little bit more of a close-up of what we're aiming for here. So, first step, I'm going to be applying the glue where I want this to be attached. So the glue is going to be applied. You'll see me working around these edges here and down around here. It's going to go up around this side here, back around here, and down, straight across the back. Cell Saga does not have any lines going down the center. You'll find the straight lines down the center on the Bardock sets, and then those also have a little bit more of a triangle trim that goes here, not just straight across. So that's a little bit different for that. So I'm going to go ahead and take this trim, set it aside. It's actually been freshly glued. I'm going to grab some of the skinnier trim because this is going to go here. Grab a piece off there. Just focus on that. Okay. Also going to get a little pad down so I'm gluing on something. I'm not just going to slap glue all over my workbench. Even though my workbench is quite a mess, this thing has seen quite a bit of work come over it. Hundreds and hundreds of armors I've made on this, so it's just been gathering up. I kind of sand it down once in a while. But, yeah. Okay, so my glue, my connection that's happening here is happening with Barge. Barge shoe glue, this stuff is just incredible. Very thick glue. It is a contact glue. I've been working with this first and second part. That's how this is all being held together here with these seams very solid. It is not going to come apart. This glue is super strong, no joke. But before I really get into that, I'm going to open my windows up just because it is very toxic. And I suggest having a fan rolling and also wear a mask because it is not friendly. And when I do a lot of glue work, you really want to make sure you're protecting yourself from it. Make it out of metal. Oh, I certainly could make it from metal, but the thing is, it would be very uncomfortable. This is flexible and nice. And it floats in water, and you can have a great time swimming in it.
Okay, now we're gonna get into the trimming part. You have to be a part of the trim to become the trimming. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking like Bane. I'm gonna break out my shoe glue here. Safety first. Don't want to breathe in this nasty stuff. It is not good. Okay? Don't hook the glue. So we're gonna break this out here. I'm gonna begin a blind. Oh, hold on a second. Let's clean it up. Make sure it's nice. Looks good. No fuzzy onesies anywhere. Okay. Very neatly, I am applying the glue where I want my trim to be placed. And I'm working the glue into the surface, creating a very good bond. Back and forth. Working that around, getting that glue applied. There. Okay.
This is EVA foam.
This right here. It's a delicate process. You don't want to rush it. I want to make sure my glue is evenly placed everywhere my trim's going to be put down. It is crucial to do so. If you do not do that, your trim will come off. The last thing I want is my trim lifting off, so I put plenty of glue on. And please make sure if you work with this stuff that you have a air mask on and you have a window open. It is bad. Very toxic. Alright, so that's my border. You can see now it's not as shiny, it's drying. That's good, that's what I want it to work towards. Let's set this aside. Look at the bottom end of this trim here starting to go. I'll lay this down. Get it turned really well. Now, I'm just going to freshen up this trim here. It does have glue on it, but it's been sitting overnight. Or actually from earlier today, but I just want to go ahead and put a light coat, freshen it up. So I set my little pad down here. Start cutting this end. Of course, this isn't enough to coat this whole thing. I'm going to have to break out some more here. That glue spread nicely. Okay, let's set this one aside a second, let this cure up. Well, I got the glue put on that one side there, that's going to be stuck down. But I want to keep it off the ground so it doesn't get dirty. Okay.
We're gonna make some more trim.
So it starts out round like this, see? But we want to get that cut right in half. So I have a jig. Sharpen this up a little bit. So crucial to be really sharp. Made a bunch of trim. It's very smooth, very even. Set this aside. Start coating this. Down here and get this coated. Really work the glue on. So just working down, get this glue spread out. Get the trim, lots of trim. I probably made miles upon miles of trim. Miles upon miles upon miles, wrap around this world. Here. Alright. Let's get this hung up over here. keep a pad like this. Like I said, it's a scrap piece, but it's good just to have this and not dirty up my table here. So I just set that right there, bang my tripod, you know.
Alright, exhaust is getting most of these vapors pulled out, which is good. Take off my mask. Mostly evaporating and toxins come off when you lay it. But once it's flashing, it doesn't smell that bad. Alright. Let everything get a little time, get some air. Hope you guys are doing well. I got powder all over my face. Got my dirty clothes on today. A lot of work going on. A lot of major projects going on. I'm gonna have to turn down a few other large projects. I'm just one guy doing all this. Yeah, I'm making trim for Snake Way. I like that, dude. That's the best metaphor. You guys are awesome. Love you guys. A lot of people ask me for, like, you know, custom set. Here's one that I'm about to put stuffing up, but this is a body cast that somebody came and brought to me. And it's basically they take a shirt and they wrap themselves with this duct tape, but then this is their exact dimensions. Once I stuff this, I can fit the armor to it and everything. It's very crucial to make the armors or your duct tape cast really well, because then I can really form it, fit it. Yeah. Just letting this get some air. I think we're about ready. I'm gonna go ahead and start applying the outer trim. So I'm gonna just run through this really quick, and then you're gonna kind of see what's happening. So first, it's gonna start here, and then I'm gonna travel down here. It's gonna continue down this way here, and back up, over, around, back down, around, under the arm, and back up to the side. That's the first step. The second step, applying it across here, here. Right? And then we're gonna do a bridging point here, and then bridging point down this way and that way. That's the steps you take to lay the trim down. Or at least I do. This is how I do it. You can do it whatever you want. Whatever floats your boat, my friends. So, let's go ahead and crown this neck. Right, there we go. Get that locked in place. Make sure everything's clean. We got corgi fur everywhere. Tricky process as far as making things line up. I'm attaching it now. You saw me put the glue where I want to put this. Now I put the glue on that. Now it comes together. Sorry, I'll try to keep Arnold kind of tucked away there. It kind of comes out once in a while. As I move along here, just keeping myself. I kind of pull back here as I move and then place. It helps just with the alignment. Things just connect well. Got a good curve there. It's important. Gonna have that nice curve. Characters are good. Bring those together. Bring it up here and give a little skincheroo. Get that corner bent. Over here, do the same thing. Get a little kink right there in there. Same. And about a 40-degree cut. And we do the vice versa on this guy. That's gonna bring just a little too much. A little crazy with that angle. I'm not happy, so I didn't stick it down. Now I'm happy, now I'm stuck. This little dude right here, I'll just put back on this side. It's enough to use it. All right. Next step, bringing that lower chest in play. Got that lower chest in play. Alright, I'll throw this over here. And we'll bring this around. So check this looks good. Alright, happy with that. That is not easy, my friends. Let's get this backside. This is a bit of a cut the form in that. Okay, and that, my friends, is how you do the foam application for the trim on these cell games. I was like saying Sasa. No, it's actually just cell games. This isn't quite Saiyan Armor. The cell games are more of an earthbound armor set. But whatever, we'll call it Saiyan Armor. Okay, we need a little trim down the center here yet, so let's get the skinnier trim over here. I'm gonna have to slice this in half. Like that, and I'm gonna cut that right down the middle. So now I'm gonna have to weld all these areas here that they connect together. Really securing it is important. There. I'm gonna cut right down the center. Open up. Weld those edges. Everywhere this is connecting in, we gotta bring it together. Like I said, I have go back on the page. You can check out the other 2 videos leading up to this creation. I'm not really the kind of guy who does a bunch of takes and stuff. I just like doing it live. Almost like an alchemist. It takes time and patience and studying to really understand a project. Seeing a video A through, easy whatever steps to get it done, that's okay, but if you really go through the process and understand what it's going to really take and the time that's put into it, you can really appreciate live streaming, because this is what it is, my friends. No editing out blemishes. You're getting it raw. Whether that's good or bad for me, I have no idea. I just hope it inspires you to create something yourself. Try making an armor set, give yourself the ability to really be an artist. It's really fun. It's a lot of fun. You might find it a really enthusiastic passion about it deep within you. Cool, you've been here since the beginning, my friend. Awesome. Nella, I appreciate that. You can try out the hashtag Saiyan Armor or Boba Joe, and you'll see a bunch of them. I got hundreds of videos online. Lord Beerus, his Facebook / Lord Destructor, that's another page I work on. And I have a lot of videos on there dating back when my hair was like really big. I didn't quite have a beard, but you can go watch those videos, check them out. I do battle damage, like wing damage, all kinds of cool stuff. I'm very fresh to this page, so I really appreciate you guys opening up your doors and watching me work here. Just letting this get some air. You can't rush with the contact cement. You gotta let it air out, dry, and then stick it together. Shown you guys this a couple times, but this is also EVA foam, Android 16. Which I'm about to I gotta finish that one up. Yeah, just getting through all these armors. Check the front door. I think the mail guy just knocked on it. Are you on YouTube? No, not really. Like I said, I'm not really an editing kind of guy. More like just watch and check me out. See what I'm doing here. I think real time is important. When you edit things out, you make it look so easy. You gotta see me make mistakes. You gotta see me fail. I think that's really important. So I only do live streaming, really. That's important. I want everybody to know that, because you can be overwhelmed coming into a project. You can watch a lot of how-to videos, and it's important to do that, but you gotta see the guys who've done this for years mess up, because you gotta understand it's just all part of it, so. Yeah. lots of armors here. You see this. And these are all gonna be getting trimmed. And I showed this the other videos, but this is number 5. This is the 5th armor I ever made. So I've come a long way, you guys. This is an old armor. This is signed by Chris and Sean. Yeah. And I work alone. I've always worked alone. I've tried having some people come in and help me, but I'm one guy. And this is just me doing all of this. But yeah, you're awesome, bro. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that, Mr. Beloved. It means a lot. It means a lot as an artist. And I get the critics all the time. Every day I get critics. People that are just like, oh, that's boo-boo doo-doo. And then, I understand. Everybody has their opinion. I respect their opinions. But I'm always on the lookout for my fellow artists. I always want to inspire. I always want to help out. It's important because it's hard being an artist. Dang it. Even now, this live stream is mainly just to show how it's done. I'm not really trying to sell my armors here, but I just want to show you guys. This is the process I do over and over again, and I've made hundreds and hundreds of armors. So this next phase, I'm adding some trim on the outside here, and then we're going to be getting into the seam sealer. So I'm going to have basically all of these armors in this phase here, and then I'm going to show you guys what happens as far as going around the edges. How do I make the edges look smooth? How do I blend this in here? That's what I'm going to show you guys on the next video series, and that's using this stuff right here, which is water-based. It's not lacquer-based, so it's easy to clean up. You don't have to worry about harsh chemicals coming around at you. This is called DAP. You can Flex 230. I get this at Home Depot. So I'm going to be working with this the next live stream we do. And yeah, so right now it's just go through here and just tack some of these together, some of these welding points. As that dries, those will lock together now. Welded that with some glue here and there. That's going good. So yes, indeed. Well, thank you guys again for joining me today. My name is Bobo Joe. I'm here in Taylor, Texas. I've been doing this since 2012. I've been making Saiyan Armor for people all around the world. You can check out some of my armors. They've cameoed Goku with a GoPro to Light of Hope, the new Light of Hope episode. Go check it out. It's a live action series about Trunks and Gohan. It's incredible. It's mind-blowing. It's absolutely great. Go check it out. It's on YouTube. Robot Underdog is the production team behind that. So, and I have my armor in the background there, so it's a real blessing to be a part of that. I got a lot of crazy projects. I have a 1-to-1 scale Saiyan pod in the creation as well, so that's coming along. Just a lot of things involving Dragon Ball Z, and I'm making 100 or so armors solely for Kamehameha Con, which is next year in Irving, Texas, an all-out Dragon Ball Z Comic-Con. It is going to be fantastic. Literally every single voice actor across the board is going to be there. A lot of artists. So many people are going to be there. It's going to be amazing. People all around the world are coming to this one spot to celebrate Dragon Ball Z, and you need to be there. You got time. You got like over 4 months now to get yourself a ticket. Way to get here to Irving, Texas. It's going to be phenomenal. KamehaCon.com is the website you can check out for that. And if you want to look into my armors, that's intergalactic-creations.com. You can find out what armors I have available. Some are sold out just because I got a lot of orders and I'm one guy. My waiting list can go like into a year. So I have to be careful. I have to cut that down or else I'm just so overwhelmed. And I don't want a waiting list that goes into 2 years. My goodness, it's just so overwhelming sometimes. But thank you guys for joining me today. I really appreciate your views, your likes, your shares. It means so much to me. May the Kamehameha be with you, my friends. And Chow it out.